guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Elaina. Привет! I'm your Russian American makeup and beauty addict. I usually do reviews and tutorials on Mondays and Wednesdays, and on Fridays I do fabulous drag looks, because Fridays are drag. In today's video, I'm reviewing one of my favorite budget brands I cannot get enough of, and this is Profusion, and this is their holiday collection. We're reviewing this beautiful Glamourland, right up my alley because I'm glam, right? So this is called Glamourland, and this is 72 piece palette. Yes, I'm gonna use a lot of this, and it's 20 bucks. I mean, really. And this is the face palette. It's called Starlight, and this one is 8 bucks. I mean, everything is inexpensive, everything is budget, everything comes out like this. Quality, people. So if you guys are interested, then keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe and ring notification bell so YouTube notifies you of all new stuff I upload. I upload 3 times a week, on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, and also go live almost every Monday. So follow me on social media, all the links are down in the description box, as well as my Patreon group. So like, comment, subscribe, and let's get right into this. So before we get into the video, sorry, one more interruption, but I got a Patreon group, and I got a thing. I notified all my patrons to give me their birthday, so I give them a birthday shout out before their birthday in every video. And every video that comes before birthdays. So if you guys haven't given me a birthday yet, please do send me a message in our Telegram chat or on Patreon so I can give you a shout out. So the birthdays are coming up. I'm not sure when this video comes out. That's the tricky part. So I hope it comes out before your birthday, not after. But the birthdays are coming up. December 5th is Danielle's birthday. Danielle is in UK, one of my friends from Mr. Sausage Group. I mean, if you wonder what sausages are, it's a Mr. Ross Patreon group. If you hear noise, it's my husband just came in. Anyway, happy birthday, Daniela. I hope you have fun. Hope you have great birthday. I love you, girl. And also, Lisa's birthday is on December 6th. So happy birthday, Lisa. Lisa is also one of my patrons. Thank you so much for being a patron, both of you girls, and I hope you all enjoy. Have a wonderful celebration. I love you guys. Happy birthday! So I received the email from Profusion about the holiday collection stuff, and this probably took me a couple of days of resisting. I'm like, I'm gonna resist. I'm not gonna get this holiday collection. It's huge. It's unnecessary. But of course, I'm a sucker for Profusion. And drum roll! Profusion followed me on Instagram. That was a very short not even a it was I'm just having fun with it. I mean, that was so satisfying. Thank you so much. If anybody from Profusion watching this, thank you so much for following. Profusion is not just like some chopped liver. It's a huge brand. And when they followed me on Instagram, I'm like, me? Who? They followed me on Instagram and they reposted my look from my Halloween look that I did for that Halloween collection. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. This was a huge deal. So thank you so much, Profusion, for following. So of course, I'm a sucker for Profusion. I've been getting Profusion makeup for a long time. So I have a huge collection. I'll show this in my videos. All these 10-pan palettes, the amaze balls, and all 5 bucks. And this is a 72 piece palette, 72, and it's 20 bucks. I mean, how do you manage this? I don't know. But I had the sleeve like this. It looks very pretty. It's all kind of fabulous, right up my alley. Like Profusion, were you thinking about me, like in particular? Like you had me in mind when you made this palette? Because it's purple and it's pink and it has glam in it. It says Glamourland. So obviously they looked at me and I thought, we're gonna make this for Elaina Glam. It's pink purple. It's calls my name. I'm just kidding, but anyway, it's as if it made for me. So it looks like this. It has all of your neutrals, which is not my tea, but there are a lot of them are warm oranges that look really pretty, and yellows. I could see myself using this in the future looks. And also there are purples. I love purples. The blues and this deep, cool purplish blue, that blue purple. Oh my god, of course I had to use it today. And I use purples, I mean, surprise, surprise. And I got greens, I got beautiful, beautiful metallic shimmers. Some of them are so thick and buttery. It's like a very specific Profusion formula that is so soft. I mean, you'll see the swatches in the future. I mean, this was not a good swatch. We got nails, but you'll see the swatches. And the black is real black. You'll see me applying it. This is a huge deal. I mean, for $20, they managed to make such a great formula. And a typical Profusion formula for glitters. The glitters are just like, it just makes me wanna, literally, like that reaction. Highlighters are amazing, blushes, contour, I mean, everything. You're gonna see me apply all of this in my balls. The only thing is, like, I like to keep the sheet in between, so I don't have like full out transfer between the shades. And of course I had to pick up a cheap AF face palette, $8. And it's a typical Profusion quality as well, works so well. You'll see, I use a couple of things from here. I managed to actually use a lot of things from a lot of things, so I kind of blended and I added and I added. You know me, I'm an extra queen. So I also use early 30 discount code. I think it was like an early Black Friday discount. I'm not sure if it's still active, but I'm pretty sure when they come out with a new discount code, they send out email. So like if you want to sign up, if you're in US, you want to sign up for a Profusion newsletter and actually give you like a discount code for that sale. So I used that. I got 30% off on $20 palette. Cheapskate, and free shipping too. I mean, Profusion are ridiculous. You guys are amazing. You make makeup affordable and high quality the way it's supposed to be. I'm not saying that every single Profusion palette I ever got is perfect. I got some real bad ones before, real cheap ones. They were cheap and I went back to trash. But yes, I said it. I trashed a couple, but this is a very rare occasion that I would trash a palette. But the most of them, my collection is huge and I kept everything. I love my Profusion. So, check out the swatches. I did the swatches in the bedroom, in natural light, on my arm, and I did this by rows. I went 3 or 4 rows at a time. I think it was 3. It's huge, so it took me a while to swatch it. That's why I wasn't swatching it live. As you can see, they swatched. Some of them didn't swatch that great. Some of the cool and brownish tones, but most of them swatch great. The glitters, so you see the glitters swatch amazingly. The blushes didn't swatch that great, but it's see those kind of things. You have to have a base. The blushes went on my face great. So swatches, that's why I don't believe swatches. Swatches don't really show the full story. But as you can see, I swatched the whole thing, including a little face palette. So everything looks decent, the swatches are decent, and what's on my face, how it comes out on the face is even better. So without further ado, let's get into the tutorial and my final thoughts, which pretty much I always give it away because I'm like, oh, look at it, look at me, as usual. So let's get into it. So let's start this look. I went for the very icy look. I was gonna go for warm and neutral tones, but I mean, who am I? Who am I kidding? I love my cool tones, and of course I have the whole palette, which has a lot of warm tones, to be honest, but I love my cool tones, so this is huge. It's huge, okay? So I'm not gonna be holding this up forever. I'm just gonna show you what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the Steady, which is black, and I'm going to go to Aubergine purple and Blissful, lighter purple, like a pinkish purple. So that's gonna be the top. And then after the cut grease, I'm gonna go back to Steady, black, Dangerous, like a bluish purplish, and the Wave, which is a real pigmented light blue. And that's pretty much it for the low lash line. And the low lash line, the same thing. There's a little purple in the inner corner. And on the lid, I'm using Idol, the light blue, and also a combination of glitter on top, legendary, and sprinkles. This too. So this is it, people. I'm not gonna lift this up anymore. It's too much work. Oh yeah, I blended the edge with this porcelain, and I haven't highlighted my brow bone yet because I haven't decided what I'm gonna do for it. Most likely I'm still gonna use glitter and maybe a little bit of this highlight. Ugh. Okay, before my shoulder goes out, I'm gonna go start, and I'm not holding this up again. So this looks purple because I already used it, and I used it on multiple colors. So I'm gonna dip with a 230 dress up brush, Luxe pencil. Start with the black, and we're going to shape up our cut crease. So this is aubergine, the deep purple, just right on top of black. And I prime my eyelid with a combination of P. Louise base, an AliExpress white base, and a little concealer. I find when I mix the bases, it works best for me. Now applying Blissful above and a little over aubergine. This is the purplish pinkish kind of color. This one is not as deep and pigmented, which makes it easier to blend. I'm still using a small brush because it's still a very small area. I'm using a Shop Missy brush actually. This is E132. It's small, but it still has a little give in it, so it can blend things out. So I cut my crease off camera because it's a little tedious, and we all know how to do this. I like to use a very sharp flat brush. And this is actually from a paint set, from a cheap paint set. They're very flat in those sets. And this is just a brush 223 Petite Eye Blender. I'm going to go for the black again. And again, I'm not lifting the palette, it's too big. It has a little blue in it because I already used it in the other eye. So the low lash line and the lower part of the eyelid is going to be all cool tone and blue. Very icy. So I'm going to start with a lot of black. We're going to add the deep blue purplish color, Dangerous, right on top of black. And look how well it's formulated. It's formulated so good. It's so pigmented and it's so blendable. And this is the definition of lazy. I'm going to wipe the same brush on a towel on some of the lap, and I'm going to dip into a wave. The light blue, look how pigmented this is. This is literally, I picked it up and it's all bright. Look at the brightness. Holy cow. And in the inner corner, I'm going to add a little more of the lighter purple shade, the Blissful, just to have a little bit of connection. So now I'm loading my flat brush, and I think this is a Profusion brush with the light blue. It's called Idol. Look at that blue. When I saw that light blue, I pretty much was letting my look around that blue, because that blue must go on my eyelid. I'm gonna add a little bit of darker blue shimmer. That's called Goodbye. The light blue is more of a reflective, like a metallic, chunkier, and the dark blue is a little more smooth but less reflective, I think. But overall, they're both great. Blend in the matte blues in there, the dark blue, and then the light blue. Okay, ready for this? We're gonna go for the glitter on top of the blue. You see the difference? This one is sparkly and beautiful, but this one is extra special. And the good thing about Profusion glitter, it sticks without any glitter glue. Just load it on the brush, it just goes on. And I'm so impressed every time. So I'm going to go with sprinkles first, which is more of a silvery blue. And then we're going to overlay it with legendary. Oh wow, look at the legendary. It reflects the light blue, and it's like a perfect tone to overlay the light blue shimmer. Oh, that is so beautiful. So now we're using a little bit of highlight shade, and this is the Valentine. This is the lightest highlighter shade in the palette. And of course, to top this, we're going to try a little glitter. And I'm going to go right for Legendary. I just love the name, Legendary. Yes, queen. So I forgot to mention, I got Beauty Creations Blue Gel Liner in a waterline and color Denim. Just the right shade, looks like wave. And I also got Midas Cosmetics water activated cake liner, just to make it a little more icy. So let me do the face makeup. Of course I'm going to use Profusion foundation. What else I'm going to use? And I'll be back. We're going to test the highlighters, the blushers, and the contour shade. Okay, so as you can see, a few things happened. I put Profusion foundation, a little bit of contour from another inexpensive brand, and concealer. I used old drugstore products, Wet n Wild, Makeup Revolution. And I added these because I wanted to really make this winter wonderland and to keep that Christmas winter illusion. And I have all these. I kind of thought they're snowflakes, but I think they're leaves. But they do kind of look like snowflakes, so let's say they're snowflakes. So these are like all kind of colors. I think I got them on AliExpress, I'm not mistaken. Anyway, so let's test the contour, the blush, and all that stuff. I'm gonna lift it once, and I'm not gonna show you again. Most likely I'm gonna go for the tan sculpt. There's a light sculpt, tan sculpt, warm sculpt, and deep sculpt. Deep sculpt I'm probably gonna use for drag. And a light and tan is probably good for me, I would imagine tan. And for the blushes, I'm thinking something cool toned. I can't see myself anything warm here. Maybe I'm gonna go with Twist. It's like a really purplish blush. This one is literally like a highlighter blush. Could be used as well. Highlighter, probably gonna go for Valentine. This one is the only one that can go with this kind of look. All kind of cool and stuff. And the other palette that I got so much stuff, I'm not even sure what I'm gonna use. I definitely want to try a little bit of Confetti, which is like a light pink blush. There's a little sparkle in it. It's really pretty. I mean, you saw all the swatches earlier. So let's see how this color is. It's not bad. It's not too dark, so I could probably use it in a deeper tone. But I don't want to go too deep. So let's try the bronzer from a small palette. I already tried on this side. It might be a little too warm, so I might go into actually this tone first, light bronzer. The other one is brilliant bronzer. The light bronzer is too light, so I'm just gonna still go for the brilliant. It looks nice. Just like I want this look to be a little more cool toned. I want everything to be icy about this. So for the blush, I'm going to the tone I showed you earlier, Twist. That's a really purplish blush. This is not my go-to, but this goes with the look. Top it with Confetti, which is a light pink. This one is really pretty actually. It's pink, but it's so light, it's airy. There's a little sparkle to it. Oh, I really love this one. The highlight, I'm tipping to Valentine and Lit. Because Lit is like a little more opaque and Valentine a little more, looks like it's a little more transparent pinkish. And Lit is a little more golden. So overall, we're gonna get a really nice highlighty highlight. Alright, this is not a very forgiving highlight. It kind of emphasizes texture. But you know, this is a budget makeup. So you can't expect anything crazy, but it looks beautiful though. It's a beautiful blinding highlight. So here's the finished eye look. And I love the way the leaves are very sparkly. Kind of reads like icicles or snowflakes or something. And of course the glitter is outstanding. I mean, when I'm looking at this look, I see the high-end palette, not the cheap. I mean, let's not call it cheap, let's call it affordable. Affordable Profusion. But it is so pretty and everything is just worked out perfectly. I mean, I'm very impressed. It's a very large palette for $20. So it came out just right. So when you think about palettes like this, at $20 you get all these colors and it's humongous. First of all, the only problem I have with it, it's kind of like the old Mitchell and Beauty Bay palette that closes on itself. So I'm worried about the transfer in all the shades coming out, so I kept one of these. So I'm gonna keep it like this. So I'm very happy with it. This is actually not the palette that I'm planning to declutter. There's some cheap palettes sometimes to declutter, but this is not it. At $20 with all the shades, I was expecting a little bit like the quality would suffer, but they didn't. Actually, everything is so pigmented and blends so easily, and I tested the most difficult eyeshadows to blend. I tested the purple, the blue, this kind of colors. I mean, this purple I thought might be very problematic, but I had no issues with it. It's just perfection. And the light blue, those are really good ones to test, and also this kind of warm purples. So judging by that, I would say this is very high quality. The greens I haven't tested yet, but this swatched great and comes out pigmented even like on the finger. I love the bronzers, that they're not too deep. The contours, they're cool enough, but they're not way too like gray looking. And there's some warmer tone, warmer sculpt. And they're not too in your face. They don't stick to your skin and make it a mess. Some of them could be too pigmented. You know, when it comes to sculpt, you don't want too much, so it's gonna look like it's muddy. So they were a little dusty, which is a good thing in this kind of way. The blushes are great, pigmented, but not too pigmented, so they come out just right. The highlighters are, oh my god, amazing. I mean, of course, they have variety with dark highlighters for the deeper skin tones, which is a great thing. These are outstanding. I mean, you saw the swatches. This like metallics are so creamy, like these three. They're almost like glitter themselves, and the glitters, oh my god, the glitters, Profusion glitters always give me all kind of feels. I'm so happy with this. And this topper is very light. It's like there's not much to it. I have to really dig in, but it comes out really pretty. I could see using this on top of some other eyeshadows, something, you know. You could top something with it. But overall, I applaud Profusion for making makeup so affordable and such high quality. I mean, my fingers already tired holding it. And the $8 for this face palette, this is a good face palette. Very nice. I love the orangey blushes and this blush topper, I would imagine, or is it highlight? I think it's a highlight, but anyway, I could totally see myself use this. Most of the days I like actually warm blushes. This is just a very cool ice queen, like very that like snow winter wonderland. So I highly recommend both of them. Very nice quality, and I think they have a couple of other colors of this. This is color Starlight, but I think there are like 2 more colors, which I'm not sure were all available. If you're in the US, you can shop on Profusion website and you'll see what's available, what's not. Sometimes they sell out of stuff, but very often it comes back very quickly, like almost right away. This one, as far as I know, last time I looked, is still available. It's humongous, but it is so good. So if you're near Walmart, I'm not sure if it's a Walmart, but usually it is. Profusion usually available in Walmart, but go to Profusion website. They have a huge sale. I mean, obviously it's Black Friday is coming up, so everybody's selling something. So you can use this, and also the discount code. I think there's some kind of discount code. Just look it up on Profusion, and you get extra, I think 30% off. I mean, this is insane. It's nuts. I got this with a discount code. The whole haul was like real cheap. So without further rumbling and ado, let's finish this up. So this is the final look, and this is the end of the video. Of course, I put sparkly earrings in. And what's on my lips, don't even ask me, because I use so many different things to achieve some kind of cool tone, because I wanted to look as icy as like the top of the eyeshadow, like purplish pinkish, but really cool and like light, not too deep. And I used liquid lipsticks. I used Wet n Wild, Nudie Patootie. I used eyeshadow on top of it, and I didn't like it, and I put some. I didn't put glitter, but I put a bit of glitter lip gloss on top. I mean, there's a lot of stuff on there, so but I achieved what I wanted. So let me know what you think, guys. Leave me a comment below, and let's help the algorithm. All the comments help out, and the likes as well. So if you enjoyed it, give this video a thumbs up, and do subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I upload 3 videos a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and also go live almost every Monday. So ring that notification bell so you get notified of all new stuff I upload. So follow me on social media, all the links are down below, as well as my Patreon group. Huge thank you as usual. Thank you so much, guys, all my patrons. Thank you so much for sticking with me and supporting me in my channel. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.